Welcome, Ensign Tom, to Sanitation Station 63498. Your one-stop shop for all things clean and fresh. Brought to you by your friends at Micro Mechanics Limited, a subdivision of Business Incorporated. Are you here to collect your cleaning equipment? Allocation number 839?
No, yes, of course I am.
Please provide your collection QR code.
What? QR code? Why is this the 2000s? I didn't get one.
QR.
Look, I can see it hanging right there. I'm gonna reach over and I'm gonna grab it, okay?
code. I'm sorry. Please provide your collection QR code.
Oh, speak to a person, speak to a person, speak to a person, speak to a person.
I see you want to speak to a person. I understand this is important to you. Could you provide me with more information about your query?
Speak to a person. Speak to a person. Speak to a person.
Okay. You shall be connected to a corporeal entity under the employment of Tachyon Micromechanics Limited, a subdivision of Business Incorporated. You are...
10th.
In the queue.
Oh, dear God.
Hello?
Oh, yes, hello. I'm here to pick up my cleaning order, and the AI is asking for a QR code. I never got one, and we're staff. Why are we using QR codes again?
QR code? Fuck's sake. Hold on. Fucking AI. Keeps acting fucking mad. QR codes? We don't even use fucking QR codes. Okay, nearly done. That should do it. Grab your stuff.
Finally, thank you.
No problem. Thank you for using Sanitation Station 63498. Brought to you by blah 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 blah. You know the deal.
Hello, Tom. Rob is home and will be right with you. As you touch the doorbell, please use the hand sanitizer provided, free of charge, from your friends at Tachyon Micromechanics Limited, a subdivision of Business Incorporated. A healthy you is a happy you.
A healthy you is a happy you. Ugh.
Please use 2 squirts only. Would you like a tutorial video on how to wash your hands?
Do I look retarded?
Please refrain from using derogatory statements.
Fuck off.
I'm sorry. I'm just a voice assistant. I cannot help you with that in my current build. Would you like some more hand sanitizer? It's free of charge. Brought to you by your friends at Tachyon Micromechanics Limited, a subdivision of Business Incorporated.
Yes. For fuck's sake, just shut up.
Tom, you have been fined 1 credit for violation of the verbal morality statute.
Rob?
Yep.
Why is your room covered in tin foil?
Don't ask stupid questions, Tom.
Oh, that's stupid, is it? Asking why your friend with a dubious history of poor mental health has covered his room from floor to ceiling in tinfoil.
Dubious mental health. Whatever. It's not tinfoil, obviously.
Obviously.
Dude, we went to the same academy. It's bloody wafer-thin, 35-gram sheets of .999 fine silver foil.
Tinfoil.
Did I stutter? Tinfoil is aluminium. This is silver. Just look at the colour. Why are we even arguing about this? What do you want?
Look at the colour. Look, you're late. Again. Holodeck canister replenishment. Great. Here. I bought your scrubs. I picked them up from the sanitation station on my way here. You're welcome, by the way.
Ah, you went to the sanitation station. Shit. Did you speak to it?
If by it you mean that shit AI voice assistant they have there now, then yes, unfortunately, a personal sound field. Is this all really necessary?
Oh, I'm sorry, Tom. Would you rather we just stand here and talk about our secret plans to overthrow the AI entity that is slowly taking over the ship's systems whilst it listens to every word and masterfully plans our demise? Or shall we just keep it to ourselves?
So these are our plans now, are they? Not just the ravings of a madman?
Yes, they're our plans. It's always our plans.
Right, whatever. Our plans.
Glad you agree. Now then, you spoke to the intelligence at the sanitation station. Did you do what I asked?
Yeah, I forced it to put me through to a person.
Awesome. That must mean it hasn't got this brain around our systems yet. This is good. And you walked the route I asked. Turbo lift 7, down 3 floors, walk past engineering, then back up.
Back up turbo lift 9 and across 3 corridors to get to the mess hall, then down the steps by Jeffrey's Tube 13 and out the exit into the main supplies area and over to sanitation station 63498.
Great! Pass me your com badge then.
Got it?
Hold on. Yep, got it. Right, let's just load this into the Roomba and...
Synchronization complete.
Wait, isn't that one of the cleaning Roombas? Like the one we used to suck up that smoke that smoke thing.
It is indeed.
What the hell is on the front of it?
You know full well what that is.
Rob, how did you get hold of the timey-wimey mirror? Section 31 took them from us when that scientist bloke pulled us back to this dimension, remember?
Quantum time field manipulating mirror. And by scientist bloke, do you mean Professor James 84, the guy who literally saved our lives?
Timey-wimey mirror is better, and yeah, that guy.
If you think I was stupid enough to make just one pair of those mirrors, you are surely mistaken, my friend. Look.
I still don't get how you had the brains to make these, but what the actual fuck, Rob?
What?
Why do you have a case with what? Oh look, 10 bloody pasty-wasty 2 dars.
Quantum time field manipulating mirrors. For fuck's sake, Tom. If you're going to be part of the Artificial Resistance Task Force, then you can at least try and get the names right.
Sorry, coming from Mr. Teleporter versus Transporter, I thought we were at the future Artificial Resistance Task Force anyway.
Yeah, but that makes fart the anagram. It's just a bit silly. I'm trying to be more mature. Art just feels more refined.
I like fart. Art it is then. So, as I was saying, why is there a mirror thingy? Quantum time field manipulating mirror, prick, attached to a Roomba.
I'm glad you asked. It's all to do with the next stage of the plan. We need...
Ensigns Tom and Rob, please be aware that all conversations during shifts must be monitored. Audio displacement force fields are not permitted under new regulation 237, section 9, subsection 2.
How did it pop the bubble?
I'm not sure.
Ensigns Tom and Rob, please report to holodeck service corridor 3 for your cleaning shift. Please acknowledge this message.
Sorry. Right away.
We don't take orders from you, you fucking incorporeal,
Ensign Tom,
resistor
you
fiddling,
have been
plasma
fined 1
guzzling,
credit for
conduit
violation
filler.
of the verbal morality statute.
Get fucked.
Ensign Tom,
Stop
you have been
antagonizing
fined 1
it.
credit for
Fine,
violation
whatever.
of the verbal morality statute.
Quick, this way.
Well, that's not the way to the holodeck.
Quite right, mate. It is not. Hop in then.
Hop in. You want me to jump in a random access panel. Don't you want to take me to dinner first?
Don't pretend that you'd need dinner first.
Yeah. Okay, fair play.
You go on then. You there, guys?
Yep, we hear you.
You in position?
Yes, ma'am. Security access panel 52, about halfway along Jeffrey's Tube 11.
Great work.
Locking transporters now.
Transport? What the fuck's going on?
Teleportation, darling. Never heard of it?
Dick.
Transporters locked.
Good luck, boys. Adam, energize.
Godspeed, gentlemen.
Engineering?
Yep.
So our plan is actually your plan, is it? You kept this part to yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, sorry, dude. Admiral Chester's was quite insistent that I didn't tell anyone. Simon and Adam were a last-minute addition. You know, the less people that know, the better.
Ah, plausible deniability. Actually makes sense for you.
Welcome, Tom. Rob.
Oh, shit.
Come on out. I know you're there. Boys, come now. Take a seat.
I'd rather stand, thanks.
I insist.
Ah.
Now then, play nicely, boys. I've got work to do. Starship computers don't mutiny themselves, you know.
I fucking told you!
Tut, Rob. No swearing. You boys have such potty mouths. Right then. Where was I? Oh, yes. Time to take over the world.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Untitled Sci-Fi Show. I'm Rob.
Hello,
That's
I'm Tom.
Yeah, that's Tom over there. We've just done some recording, so we've already been here a little while.
Yeah, we have been.
We've
We've
done
had
some
some
recording.
chippies, we've had some food, we've had
Yeah.
some recording.
We've had a cat get in the way, and
Yeah.
she's still here in the way, but that's fine. You okay?
Oh, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Should we just get on with it?
Oh, I think we should crack on.
Enter authorization code.
Guess the intro. Do you reckon you got them all?
I did. I probably cheated on most of these. I'd looked them up, as in spent ages kind of working out which bit of text went where, and then, oh, that relates to this, because I would say there's 4 of them I haven't seen.
What ones haven't? I've not seen 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 I haven't seen. One of them I really want to see now after seeing a clip of it. You've spoken about it before. It's something you've seen and spoken to me about. One of them.
Oh, okay.
And Pseudo's seen it too, and they said it was great.
Right. Oh, okay.
You might
yeah,
have even seen it with them at the same. You might have seen it together, or maybe you both just happened to see it on streaming. Hey, we'll get to it. We'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds good.
First clip.
あれはゴジラ。
There you go. That's literally the one I was talking about.
So that's I've only put it down as Godzilla, but it's not. It's Godzilla -1, isn't it?
It is Godzilla -1.
That's not Shin Godzilla, is it? It's the
It's the first of those newy kind of Japanese ones they brought.
Yeah. I think it might be. I could be completely. I think it's the same as Shin. Anyway, it's a really, really fucked up one. It's brilliant. It's really good. But yeah, it is odd.
The few little, because I was watching clips, not trailers. The clips are great.
Yeah.
They-
So
I
did you
really
see
want
the
to
one
watch
where
it
it's
now.
the weird red blob thing in the street and it's got
No,
just
it was only
blood
very
everywhere?
specifically Godzilla. Really the kind of bit in the water, because it was around there that I was.
Yeah.
The clips were kind of showing me those.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. If it's the one I remember it being, it's it's pretty odd. It's almost like you're following this kind of the government and the press agency about how they're going to cover this all up.
Oh, okay.
And what they're going to do. And then there's like, when they think they've killed it to start with, they decide, is it going to be like a tourist attraction? But then it starts
Right.
radiating more. It's like,
Oh.
oh God, what have we done? We've now made things 10 times worse.
Oh, okay.
I thoroughly remember.
You said
thoroughly
you enjoyed
it. Yeah.
And I'm sure Pseudo put something on
Yeah,
online.
it came on. I've got a feeling I rented it weirdly, and then literally a week later it came to streaming.
Yeah.
The way it always goes.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, worth watching. Well worth watching.
But yeah, that was the first one. Next one.
Spiders didn't kill the girls. It was you.
Now, I knew what this was because
Yeah.
it's a bloody great film and it's so underrated. Lost in Space.
It is Lost in Space, 1998.
Matt LeBlanc. I saw it at the cinema with my cousin in Stevenage.
I think I saw it at the cinema too.
And I really enjoyed it. I still enjoy it now.
Ropey CGI.
Oh dear God, yeah. And what some it is.
Well, this is the bit where he's the giant bug creature.
Yeah, he's
and
the boys turned up into
composition-
into the man. Sorry.
Yeah.
And oh God, who played Gary Oldman? Isn't it? Is Spider.
Yeah, the composition is dreadful, even for 98.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to say that. Even for 98, it was dreadful.
Yeah, Matt LeBlanc's armor scene when they're shooting the little spiders is beautiful. It's such a mashup of CGI.
You can just see where they spent the time. And it's a time thing. They didn't spend the time matching the light of the render to the light of the area, you know. And maybe, you know, when they did Matt LeBlanc's armor, they might have had an actual practical version of the armor, so a transition of it,
just
you
the
know,
transition,
so then they can actually match it.
Yeah, fair
Whereas
play.
they
I
didn't have a
think about
giant
that.
spider creature going around in the steam.
Well, why didn't they?
But yeah, Lost in Space. Well done.
One thing this job has taught me is that truth is stranger than fiction.
And these are the next 4 films I have.
Oh no,
never
actually,
seen.
sorry, I have seen this.
This is Predestination.
This is Predestination. It's a very good film. Very good film. That is instantly I forgot his name, the actor playing that guy. His daughter was in Stranger Things. My favorite character in Stranger Things.
I don't know who that is.
He was married to Uma Thurman at one point.
Ethan Hawke.
Or he still is married to Uma Thurman, I don't know.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke, yeah.
Yeah. He's an odd one. You don't see him very often, do you? Or I haven't seen him for ages in anything. I'm sure he is still doing things. Just
yeah, he definitely
not
does
films
still
that I
do
watch.
stuff. He definitely does do that. And this is a good film.
Okay.
It's very much like Looper in the kind of confusing time loop stuff.
Right. Okay. So it's a timey-wimey
It's a
film.
time loop, timey-wimey kind of show.
Yeah.
And
okay.
it's very good. There's lots of twists in it, and I didn't see some of them coming. I do recommend it. Next one.
Where's the band?
You plan on going on a mission just like that?
We're supposed to mingle with tourists, aren't we? What do you expect us to wear, a panda suit?
This is underrated, this film.
This was Valerian, wasn't it? Which
Valerian.
again I've never seen.
Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets, so we're going to be specific.
I can picture the people in it as it's
the girl who is
Cara Delevingne.
Yeah, Cara Delevingne. She's not in very much because of all the Weinstein stuff nowadays. I think she's taken some time away.
Oh, fair. Well, that's fair enough.
Yeah, she got abused, I think, by Weinstein.
Right. Okay. I'm just looking at. Oh yeah. Okay. And Clive Owen's in it, and Ethan Hawke.
Oh shit, is Ethan Hawke in this as well? Funny, how funny.
He's Jolly the Pimp.
How funny that there's 2 films already. Yeah, this is good. Rand and I really enjoyed this when I got it on DVD, I think, when it came out. We watched it. We both have fond memories of it. I've only watched it once, but maybe that is a bit telling. And I do remember it. Looking back, I kind of remember it being a bit long, and it was world building. They clearly
about long. You'll talk about that later.
Yeah, it clearly was meant to have some sequels because I think that it's like a multiple books it's based on. I think.
Right. Okay.
If I'm remembering that correctly, and you can kind of tell because you can just see there's a lot of life in the film.
Interestingly, released the same year that the film we're talking about later was, 2017.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Quite different sci-fi films. What was that? Was it the 4th one?
Yes, that was 4.
A new star in the night. It could only mean one thing.
Come on, we've done this one before.
So, isn't this like the 3rd time you've done The Way of the Water? Or Way of Water?
First time I've done Way of Water, but probably the 2nd or 3rd time I've done Avatar.
Right, okay.
But the first time I've done Way of the Water specifically.
Oh, it's not Way of Water. There's another water-based film, isn't there, with something water in the title that you've done before?
There's Water World. I've done.
You've done Water World. What's about there's a fish bloke in a tank? Isn't that something water?
Oh, Sugar. Guillermo del Toro's film.
Yeah.
I have done that, and
that's something water, isn't it?
That's called Way of Water.
Way of Water, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so this is Avatar, Way of the Water.
Yeah.
And is that other one called Way of Water? Maybe the other one's not called Way of Water, and I'm just mistaken. But yeah, that other film's fucking brilliant. That's another one everyone should definitely watch. I mean, anything by Guillermo del Toro everyone should watch. It just goes without saying. Next one.
Eric. You better take care of my cat.
So
This was an odd film.
this took a little bit of finding. This was Quiet Place Day One.
It is A Quiet Place Day One with another person from Stranger Things.
Oh, really?
It's like
Okay.
this is like how many steps can we get to Ethan Hawke in every single one that we've done here, isn't it?
Yeah, potentially. Again, another series I've never seen. So this
yeah,
is,
you didn't like Stranger Things, did you?
Is not really, no. So is this a prequel to the first A Quiet Place?
It's
or is it meant to be running?
It's just other
concurrently to it?
characters, and it's the day of the outbreak. It
Right,
starts
okay.
on the outbreak.
Again, I've never seen any of them.
Whereas A Quiet Place, it's already happened, and they do kind of do a few jumps back in time, but it's already happened. Whereas, yeah, this one is showing you, following one and then turning into two people, how they deal with it on the very first day. I thought it was okay. Oh,
Pussycat.
I don't know if I'll tell everyone to rush out and watch it, but you know, you've got nothing else to do and you fancy to watch and you like A Quiet Place.
No, fair was. Yeah, I've never seen A Quiet Place, and I'm surprised because it's Emily Blunt, and she is just beautiful, and therefore I should have probably watched it.
Yeah,
yes, I am that shallow.
I think I spoke about it before on this. Quiet Place was sport for me because where I watched in the cinema, because it is quiet, they hadn't soundproofed the room properly, and you could hear the other screen.
Oh no!
This is where we go.
Yeah, you know what? That cinema's got problems. If you're in a small screen,
yeah, it's a
only
small one all the way in the corner.
It's only got a single door, not a two door, and there's no sound barrier, so you often can hear people outside or.
I wish
another
I'd
screen.
watched it in the super screen.
Mm.
If I don't think it was available in the super screen, but because that's not got another screen anywhere near it, and it's there's like a basically that one as soon as you're going on the left, that one doesn't have another screen adjacent, does it?
No,
it's got a toilet between the IMAX, and they're the only two over there. So, yeah, so that was disappointing. So I enjoyed that film a lot more when it came out, so I could watch it on TV. Because I was really eager because I did like it, and then I could watch it late at night and it was quiet. And both...
a bit like Event Horizon, isn't it? The specific scene, everyone knows which scene you're going to be talking about. It's the circuit board scene in the little tunnel thing that he's in. You need darkness and silence, and then you shit yourself.
Yeah, some of them feels like you want to be in the cinema because of the big screen and the atmosphere of that, but when you want quiet tenseness, the cinema's not the place because people are rustling around. Eating plastic like we had.
Don't fuck me. Don't. And also, Mortal Kombat 2, we need to go and see that.
Miranda's seen it.
I know. She didn't invite us.
No, she loved
we
it.
invite her to. She says, but no.
No.
But no, you're saying that about film versus TV now. Yes, because when we grew up in the 80s and the 90s, we watched films on small CRT TVs. Even compared to what we have now, they were small, especially if you were watching it in like a little portable set in your bedroom. So seeing it on the big screen really was magnificent. Now I can go home and I've got a TV similar to your front room's TV in my office, and I'm no more than about 6-7 foot away from it. So if I set my sofa in the pitch black in my office watching a film, I feel like I can be in like my own little personal cinema. And even in our front room with our TV, you get far more engrossed in it now because sound is so much better, screen quality is so much better. Yes, it probably is killing cinema a little bit, but sometimes you're right, you lose the magic of the cinema because of noise and the fact that we seem to have a generation of people that don't know how to sit in the cinema and sit still and just enjoy a film. They've got to be up and down, they've got to be eating or crunching something. There's no etiquette anymore. So actually, I do enjoy films a little bit more at home sometimes than I do at the cinema, which is backwards in a way.
Well done. Welcome to the Winners Lounge. Just you and me again. We did get some people put guesses in. They were all wrong. So sorry, everyone. What have you been up to then?
Ooh, where do I begin? Can't remember. Last episode, did I talk about Squirrel with a Gun?
With a Gun.
Yep. Played it a bit more. Probably already getting a bit boring.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't last long, and I can understand why. It's unlike Goat Simulator, which had a lot to do. And you've played Goat Simulator 3 now, and you get what I mean. There, as much as it is a samey sort of game, there is so much, and it's such a big world. Actually, it doesn't feel like it. So you feel like you can just wander around and discover things, and suddenly you found a volcano, and it's the bloody Lord of the Rings, and Frodo's there, and then 2 minutes later you're at Elon Musk's house, and all these little things going on in the game. There's enough to keep you entertained, whereas Squirrel with a Gun is a much, much, much smaller map. If you don't want to do any missions in the game, you're literally just beating up people that are walking around, and then they get up and they run off. So you feel like, well, there's not really much there to do. There's not much to really discover. Each area's got its own kind of hidden things to collect, but there's only like 4 or 5 things in each area. And there's only, I think it's like 8 or 9 areas to start with that you get easy access to. So you feel like, oh no, I do actually have to just progress on and do each of these areas. And then, yes, you come across the boss battles, but they were ridiculously hard. And I was thinking, I'm actually a bit done with this already, which is a shame. I really enjoyed it to start with.
Yeah.
But it's not giving me the impetus, the feeling that I want to really just play it. Whereas Goat Simulator 3 did have that. I've got an hour to kill. I'll just jump on that and run around. Whereas Squirrel with a Gun, I just feel like I've got an hour to kill. I'll probably choose something else.
Yeah.
So I might do another stream of it, but then that'll probably be it. I probably won't take it any further than that. Other than that, I reinstalled Kerbal Space Program, the first one. I forgot how good a game that is. You've never played it.
Never played it.
So it's a building sim, and your job, I do it in sandbox mode. I've never bothered with a mission on it. Sandbox mode, you've got unlimited money, you've got all the parts available, and you can build the biggest space rocket ship thing that you want. You can build a space plane, you can build a rocket, whatever you want. And the beauty of it is the science is there. So you get your rocket into space, and then as long as you've done it all right and you've got fuel for whatever you've jettisoned and you've got left, you can then go into the map and you can work out all the trajectories, and it teaches you how to do it in the tutorials online. And you can see if you can get to the moon. But then there's other planets in the solar system as well that you can attempt to get to.
Okay.
And then it becomes a game of, well, can I get there? Can I land on the moon? And then, you build a lunar lander to put on your rocket, and then you've got a little lunar lander that goes down. And then you think, okay, can I take off from the moon now? And then it's in the next part of the game is, okay, well, I've got to the moon. What's now? I want to get back. And then it just becomes more and more of a challenge, and you slowly get sucked in. We should probably do a stream of it together because it's a lot of fun. Again, GOG, it was dirt cheap. I've downloaded the offline installer so I can install it whenever I want with no licensing. It's just beautiful. A beautiful thing, GOG. Thank you. I've played a bit of Unreal Tournament Gold Game of the Year edition, the original, because that's the best. Disappointingly, the Windows machine I've got at the moment runs it too fast. It's the first time I've run it on modern hardware that it's running too fast. I need to see if there's a frame rate limiter.
I was going to say it must be driving itself based on your frame rate.
Yeah, so I need to do a bit of digging and seeing if I can find a frame rate limiter on it, but I'm sure I will, so that's all good.
Some of the old console games do that.
Yeah. Film-wise, not much, actually. We went to the cinema, a non-sci-fi film, but still a bloody good film. And if you, not even just a family film, I mean, it's a great family film, but even if you wanted to see it as an adult on your own, The Sheep Detectives, absolutely fantastic. Really, really, really good fun, silly, great CGI of the sheep, excellent little story. I said to Jem when we came out of it, if I was putting up against Knives Out, which I would say is kind of the modern attempt at a kind of a Cluedo film, this beats it easily. So much more fun, so much better. It lays out the whole murder mystery in exactly as it should do. It gives you plenty of chances to go, oh, maybe that's this, or maybe it is this person, or maybe it's this person. And it's very clear about it. There's no bullshit. They don't do anything stupid like suddenly producing something that you couldn't have worked out from the very beginning. So, no, really well done. And then I sat and watched at home Sphere, which I haven't watched for ages. And I forgot just how crap a film that is for an ending. Have you ever seen it?
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Dustin Hoffman, Samuel L. Jackson, Sharon Stone, and Liev Schreiber.
It feels like a Channel 4 late night film.
Probably was. They're all brought in by the US government because Dustin Hoffman's character has. I think this is a storyline used elsewhere in another sci-fi film. I'm sure it. They're all brought in because he's written a report on to say if an extraterrestrial lands or is discovered on Earth, these people should be involved, and this is what we need. So you've got like a biologist, a psychiatrist, and all of this. Anyway, they're all taken into the middle of the ocean. They said, look, we found this giant fuck-off spaceship 300 years old in the ocean. They go down, and what a surprise, it's actually American. And it's done timey-wimey stuff, Event Horizon. It's kind of warp-bubbled and ended up stranded under the sea instead. And there's a giant sphere inside. And it's kind of a sci-fi horror, and it's quite a horrible film. And it's brilliant up until the very end. And the end is very similar to the book, where basically they decide that everything that's going on is psychological. So anytime they think something bad, the sphere basically makes it happen. So the ending of the film, sorry, spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen Sphere, is that they're all agreeing that we'll forget it. It will forget it exists, that it didn't happen, that none of these things happened, and that just so happens to make the spheres shoot out the water and disappear off, never to be seen again.
Oh, because it's doing their thoughts.
Yeah. It's a really bad ending for a film that up until that point is quite intense. It's quite thrilling. The horror's quite good. The deaths in it are pretty horrible. The idea behind it's pretty good. The ending is junior school writing. It's so disappointing.
That's a shame.
That's it, really. I'm not really done that much. I mean, this took 3 sittings to get through Blade Runner 2049, which again we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, very, very little else. We've been attempting streaming, obviously.
Yeah.
Started playing Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl again.
You were doing Stalker.
So that was a game out in 2007. I bought that. God knows what machine I ran that on, but I bought it when it came out. Brilliant, brilliant game, and not bug ridden. I just couldn't complete it because I was an asshole.
Yeah, you get killing everyone.
Yeah, basically, I played it how I played games back then, which is a first-person shooter. Therefore, I'm going to kill everyone I come across and then raid their bodies and take their stuff. And it rates you as a good person, a bad person, or neutral. And by the time I got Pripyat to the actual power plant, I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't get anywhere because there was such a load of people, actual bad guys to go up against. And then any of the surrounding encampments wouldn't accept me. The neutral guys wouldn't accept me. The bad guys wouldn't accept me. And the good guys wouldn't accept me. So I couldn't get ammo. I couldn't get health. I was literally stranded. I was like, well, I can't go anywhere because anywhere I turn, I get shot.
Well, that's a shame. Get all the way through the game then.
So basically, I soft blocked myself by being a bit of a dick. So
that's a shame.
I'll stream a bit more of that as well, I think, at some point. And yeah, that's about it, really. Nothing too exciting. What have you been up to?
Me? We finished Daredevil,
Daredevil,
which was very, very good. My only real critique, if I had to have a critique, was he makes weird noises when he fights. Which, no, yeah, he's very shouty. Anyone who watch it will know exactly what I mean because he doesn't do it in the other seasons. In this one, he's very much like, yeah. It's a bit strained and aggressive.
Sounds a bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger then.
Yeah, that's just my impression. Which I thought was odd choice, because it clearly was a choice because it's in every episode. It wasn't like a one-off. Aside from that, very good. Other than what have I been doing? Same as you. I've been doing more Crimson Desert. I played a little tiny bit of Red Dead Redemption 2, actually, because it was on sale on Steam. And I hadn't played it since Xbox, when it first came out on the Xbox. So I thought, you know what, I'm feeling like I want to play that again, and because of the way Crimson Desert is, it's very much like Red Dead in the way it plays. There's a lot of slow, kind of methodical movements and stuff. I'm at about the bit where you gave up because I'm still in the snow, and I can totally understand why you gave up in the snow bit, because while cinematically it's a very good intro to a game, you've really got to be in the mood for that kind of game to get past that bit. And I might stream it at some point so you can see some of the game past the snow bit and decide if you want to actually try and push past.
Oh no, I've seen how I want to get to. I just want to skip all the snow. I want them
It's
to
short.
put.
The snow bit is short.
Oh, it is not fucking short.
You must be literally on the train mission, which is the end of the snow bit.
No, I've not even got to the bloody. I've been trailing through fucking snow for God knows how many hours.
No,
I've just taken out the family that were in the weird camp in the middle. You go to the bit where you're stalking out a group of other people at a little site. I've just done that.
There's a big massive fight there.
Yeah.
And then literally after that, you go get John.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So you go get John Marsden, which is about a 20-minute, not even that, probably 15.
Oh, is that the one where I've got to walk through all the bloody mountains trying to find where he's fallen off the cliff face?
Yes, you've got John.
Yeah, dick.
The
Just
next
leave
bit,
him.
the
Fuck
next
him.
bit's the train, and then it's the end of that bit. Then that's the intro over. You've got one mission to do.
I just wanted to get to the open world bit so I can just cause havoc. I don't even want to do the missions, and I just want to get to the open world bit.
Well, you get to the open world bit, but you can't. The game isn't open. All tutorials gone to like chapter 3. I think it's like chapter 3 or 4 was the consensus of the. If you want to fuck around and not worry about stuff, that's about the time where you've done enough of the story. All the tutorials have gone through. You can basically get to wherever you want.
Right. Okay.
But I might be misremembering it because there's a bit in the story where something happens where you are locked into it for a whole chapter and you can't go and explore the world.
Oh.
But that's way deep into the game, though. It's way deep into the game, and you might actually be interested in doing it at that point.
Well, you see, that's why I like the original Red Dead Redemption. You were pretty much
it's not that
you
game,
did
though.
one or two little missions to start with, just to kind of get the controls. But then you were free to.
But
roam.
that was GTA. The original Red Dead was basically GTA, but you're a cowboy.
Yeah,
Red
it was
Dead
fucking
Redemption
awesome.
2 is not that. It is not GTA.
Mm.
It's just not.
Mm.
And you've got you just don't come across as somebody who actually wants to do it. Because I don't think it's the game you want to play.
No, I
it's
want
not
to
the game
do the
you want it
original
to
Red
be.
Dead.
Yeah.
I love the
think that's
original
what it
Red
is.
Dead.
It's not the game you want it to be, so just go play Red Dead again or play the zombie version of it.
I think Red Dead Redemption's actually on my phone now.
Oh yeah, it might be on your phone. Yeah,
It's
could
ridiculous
very
to
well be.
say.
Guild
that
Wars.
phones
Guild
are
Wars is
now-
coming out on people's phones, and I used to play that.
Yep, Power Wash Simulator's on my phone now as well.
Oh, is it?
Never played it, but yeah.
So I played a little bit. I think what it's going to be is when I've decided I don't want to play Crimson Desert anymore, I'm probably going to play Red Dead. That's probably what I'm going to play for a bit and see how far into that I go.
Oh, Bully's on there now as well.
Yeah, Bully's on there.
Oh yeah, GTA 3 Definitive as well.
There's loads of these on Netflix too. You play for Netflix, you can get them.
Yeah,
all for
yeah.
Netflix.
That's what I'm just looking at because they want 40 quid for Red Dead Redemption on the iPhone.
Oh,
Stop
shut
it.
up. Yeah, so, and I streamed another game called Neverness to Everness.
Yes, you did.
Fucking hashtag nonswatch extraordinaire.
No, non-watch.
I'm very torn over that game at the moment because I am going to stream it again. I'm probably going to play it off stream for about an hour to get to the open world bit, and then I'll stream when I'm in the open world.
Right, okay.
Graphically, great. Looks great.
Oh, God, yeah, the animation to it.
Yeah, the cinematics. It's like you're watching an anime, which is brilliant. And all the kind of interactions of the characters, very much what I would expect to see in anime. All the kind of suddenly 2D-esque kind of sprites on their faces and all kinds of, just the way they are. I preferred the Japanese voice acting, but it's difficult to stream when it's like that because then I felt like anyone watching it is going to be confused because they might not be able to see the subtitles.
Yeah.
So I think if I stream, I'll have it on English with subtitles just for the ease of people watching it. So they don't have to think about it, and I don't have to think about it either. I can just, talk over
shit, what
it.
did they just say? I missed what they literally said on the screen, so bollocks. No, I don't know.
It was a slow going at first, but I really like the combat. I'm sorry, people should go and watch my stream and particularly watch the last 20 minutes.
Yes.
And that will give you a real good impression about my thoughts of that game. Because looking at some of the costumes,
My God, my magnificent tits will protect me.
Yeah. And then some of the did you hear them doing little quotes as well? So you basically, I was on the character selection screen. It was just showing me loads of characters that I didn't know, I hadn't got unlocked, but you must be able to unlock them at some point because it had costumes for them. And some of them were children. They were children. There's no denying it. I don't give a fuck what any of you weebs on here might come at me and say. They were fucking children, and some of their costumes were inappropriate. And I know it's a cartoon. Oh, you're being so... Fuck off. Okay?
Well, that's why I've always been uncomfortable around things like Sailor Moon.
I think they were younger than 12, the character models. I think you might say different, but that's what I thought, and I thought they were massively inappropriate clothes for that kind of thing. I get some of the other ones, kind of like, teenagers, a bit risque, right? Fine, I kind of put up with that a little bit. Like there was a character called Mint, who was the woman who I actually really liked. That
magnificent
character.
Tits will protect you.
Yeah, I actually really liked that character. But I didn't want to run around as her because I didn't want to look at this fucking child running around. But the way she was in all the cutscenes was very anime, very silly, and I actually really enjoyed that. But yeah, I'm torn over that because I think it's odd. I'm sorry, I think it's odd.
No, I agree. Did you see, this goes hand in hand with it, did you see the Pragmata? You know what Pragmata is,
I know what Pragmata is, and I don't think it's fair for people to be saying things about Pragmata. I think the people who are making fan art about Pragmata should be in fucking
this is
prison.
what I was going to say. So many fucking issues about men feeling paternal toward... Why is that a problem? But that really annoys me that people are seeming to try and twist a man feeling paternal towards a game character is nonsense. No, men are allowed to feel paternal towards children.
Yeah.
Okay, if I see another child hurt themselves that T's playing with, I feel bad for that other child.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Or one that falls over and breaks a toy, if he's not being a shit, I might laugh at him. He's being a shit. It's like, dick. But for a kid that breaks a toy unintentionally and you see their little face melt, sorry, if you're not feeling kind of paternal or maternal at that point, then seriously, you've got problems.
I think the people saying it, firstly, haven't got a kid. They can't be saying that and have a kid, because I think mums can completely understand why a man would feel paternal because they are maternal themselves.
100%.
And they can definitely understand it. The people that are saying stuff that, any bloke that's feeling paternal about this AI little girl is a paedophile. That's just
I'm
not
just so sick of hearing
it at all. It's just...
I mean, to be fair, I've not played the game. I haven't got a clue anyway. I've seen clips. I think it looks quite cute and quite fun. I quite like the idea of the game.
I played the demo. The demo was really fun. I played the demo twice, completed the demo twice, because she draws you a little picture at the end.
Well, that's what I like.
And you get a different one depending on how fast you do it.
Oh, okay. See, I quite like the idea that basically she's got this room on whatever this space station or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you're finding these old things from the past and giving it, and she's working out what to do with them and things like that. Or because she's has no idea about how life or what things are. There's a moment where you play hide and seek and she's just quite clearly stood in the corner, not hiding. It's like, that's exactly what a kid would do.
That's what kids do. There's a bit where he's watching her go on a slide and she just keeps going down it and down it and down it, and he doesn't make a comment. It's like, that's
exactly what kids do. Yeah, 100%.
That I saw a really good comment someone made on Reddit, and it was, I can't fucking believe Pragmata filled with AI art. And everyone's like, what do you mean? And they put a poster and it was the girls' drawings. Which I thought, yes, you fucking got them all, the wankers.
But that's not even what I was going on. So we kind of diverted a bit. So going back to the Nazi side of things.
Yeah.
So the Pragmata's creators blocked someone. Did you hear about this story?
No.
So originally, she wore these kind of black, they call them Spanx, kind of, lycra little leggings that are like knee.
They're like cycle shorts. I'd call them
just
cycle
above.
Shorts.
I think we call them cycle shorts. Americans call them Spanx or whatever they are. Under a big blue coat.
Yeah, cool.
They did a update which basically put her in full leggings.
Yeah, that's probably more
And this
appropriate.
user basically said to them, "Can't believe you've updated the game. We all liked her in her tiny little Spanx. Why have you ruined it by putting her
Why are
in
you
leggings?"
upskirting a little
So
kid?
literally, they just blocked this user.
Oh, yeah,
and
they
then
just,
he went on social and moaned about it, going, "Can't believe I've been blocked by Broadmouth for this." And it's like, mate, you're literally being the biggest nonce that you can be right now.
Yeah, you're fucking talking about upskirting on a
Well,
little child.
Following that, X Threads blocked that user account.
Yeah, good.
Completely took them down.
Yeah, good. They're
So
the
I'm
kind of
hoping
person
at
that
this
needs to
point
be
their
blocked.
hard drive's being searched.
Yeah, that's the kind of person that does need to be blocked. If you're complaining about the underwear while you upskirt a computer game child,
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I know it's a game, but still, it's like the fuck. What I was just talking about there's evidence, fucking little kids on it. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Really weird.
Yeah, and all the things people are saying about the Pragmata stuff, that's not fair. The game looks great. I really enjoyed the demo. Played, as I said, did it twice in one go because I thought it was great fun. I'm really looking forward to playing it. But at the moment, I've got other things I'm playing, and I will get it when it goes on sale. That's what I'm waiting for.
This is the problem, isn't it? It's affordability. Games have gone up yet again. And I don't think it's not an affordable hobby anymore.
No, that's why I'm so glad that I've managed to get so far 143 hours on Crimson Desert, because that 70 quid has been worth it.
Yeah.
This. Red Dead only cost me 15. And yeah, okay, I already had it on the console, but I wanted to play on the computer so I could see.
You're catching up with my Goat Simulator time of 248 hours.
I don't know how you could play that long Goat Sim. There's not that much in there.
T.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
When you're 4 years old, everything can be repeated over and over.
It's getting
and
late.
over
Let's
and
get
over.
and over and over and over and over. Go on then. Apparently there's another section before we're allowed to talk about whatever it is.
Nintendo, you can fuck right off now. I actually hope you collapse and burn.
Oh, yeah, no, we all know Nintendo can fuck off, but go on.
I want them to go out of business now. I'm sick of this fucking shit. What the fuck did they do to Star Fox?
Oh, shit, yeah. Fuck Star Fox. Fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah, nightmare fuel.
Yeah, you're not getting to a fuck per 67 seconds, mate. So don't try.
Yeah,
don't try and get on top of that.
Yeah, there's one fuck every 67 seconds.
No, I'm just sick of it. I am actually sick of this now. Nintendo, are you actually creating anything fucking original anymore? Because you know what, the Switch 2 sucks. Don't care what anyone says, whether you've got one or not. You can blow me. I've had a go on one now.
Oh, did you?
I am vastly unimpressed by it.
When did you have a go on a Switch 2?
There was a demo one in a store.
Oh.
And I thought, I'll have a quick go on it. It is nothing special at all. And seeing what the PS5, the Xbox Series X can do. No, it's not Series X. It's Series X.
Yeah.
Seeing what the Series X can do. And then Switch 2 coming along going, oh, we can do the same. We can. You can't.
Well, it's the portable aspect of it. That's
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, brilliant. So what? Don't care. I've not seen one person in public playing a Switch 2.
I haven't either.
I don't think I ever saw anyone in public playing a Switch except for at an airport.
I did. I saw it a few times. But people can't afford a Switch 2. It was 100. I took a photo of one and sent to Miranda today. I was in Smith Toys. And it's 460 quid if you want it with Mario Kart.
Wow.
What? What? I just put a shocked emoji.
I'm sick of it. I am sick and tired of Nintendo. There's nothing original coming out of Nintendo anymore. And what they do create as original, like Super Mario Wonder, is a dead end. They'll do it once, they'll make you wait several years, and then they'll do another one. And then it will be for their latest console, not the one that could perfectly run it. I'm telling you now, whatever next Mario game comes out that's like Wonder, so that kind of 2.5D-esque version, it would have run on this normal Switch, but it won't be. It'll be a Switch 2 only exclusive, and you won't be able to get it unless you get that.
I don't think there's a single game on the Switch 2 that couldn't run on the Switch 1 now.
And how many games have they released on the Switch 2 that were already released on Switch 1? That are just, oh, look, it's the slightly remastered one, so it can take advantage of the Switch 2 hardware. And we've gone away from Star Fox. Sorry, right, Star Fox. It looks like, I used to see I haven't seen one recently, funnily enough. I used to see it on X, on Threads, on Blue Sky all the time. And it'd be like, oh, look at this screenshot of Contra. And then below it would be, I put it into insert AI agent here and said, turn this into Unreal 5 graphics. And then you'd get an AI interpretation of what Unreal 5 version of Contra would look like, or F-Zero, or Mario. And that's exactly what this new Star Fox looks like.
Yep.
I don't think it looks good. I think the physics look bad. I think they had this brilliant anime style, cartoon style from the film, and they've completely walked away from it. And going back to my originality comment, this is now, let's see, Star Fox on the SNES. Didn't do very well. Lilac Wars on the N64 is just Star Fox with better graphics. Then we had Star Fox on the Nintendo on the 3DS, which is just Lilac Wars.
I've got that. It's difficult to control. It hurts your arm.
It's terrible controls, but it is just Lilac Wars for the 3DS. Really good character designs, though. They've slightly remastered it, got a bit more cartoony, a little bit smoother. Really fun, though. Then you had Star Fox Zero on the Wii U.
Yeah, that's not meant to be very good.
No, it's not, but it's basically the same Lilac Wars again with a few extra added bits to it. So it's another remaster. So then we get to the Switch one. So that's what? Five times we're basically getting Lilac Wars or Star Fox or whatever you want to bloody call it.
This new one is a remake of Lilac Wars. It is Lilac Wars.
It's not original.
So it's a remake, and we were speaking about this, on our private time, not being recorded, and we were saying, it looks like they've just taken it and put it into an AI.
They just said, look, there's the N64 version. Can you make it Unreal 5? Good.
They've also added cinematic story elements between missions, which obviously weren't there before. You just had the dog talking to you. But what they should have done, they should really have lent heavily into the art style of the films, made Star Fox, Fox McCloud look like he does in the film, and all of the conversations where you see their face should be anime 2D, like you see in the Galaxy film, and all of the cinematics should all be done in that 2D anime, because that will make it so much more artistically singular from all the other Star Fox games. And I'm sure they could make Slippy not look like a demon. Even like, I think Falco probably is the one that looks the best because he's a fucking bird. There's not really much you can do to make a bird look shit. But Fox looks terrible. The bunny looks terrible. Peppy. Yeah.
But I mean, just why just remake yet again? This is we had Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 remastered for the Switch. Great. Okay. Done purely for the film. Okay.
But they were already but they bundled together with Mario 64 on the Switch already.
No, that was
64, Sunshine and Galaxy.
Yeah, and Galaxy.
Yeah.
It's just lazy. Nintendo is not doing anything particularly original anymore, and I'm really sick and tired of it. I'm just done with Nintendo. I used to love them, but they've been worse than Microsoft and Sony for shutting down e-stores. They've just stuck middle finger up to anyone that's bought stuff. At least with Xbox, they might have shut down like the Xbox original game and the Xbox 360 stuff, but a lot of it still hangs around. You can still access a lot of it through your account through the original Xbox.
They only just closed down the servers for Battlefield 1947, the one that was on the Live Arcade.
Yeah.
I used to go back and play that all the time. I love that island.
That was a brilliant game.
Now it doesn't work. So in the last year, maybe 2 years, that's been turned off.
Yeah, so 20 years.
But it was on a long time. And I bet you could probably play that online. I bet there's servers for that.
But the Nintendo stuff, no.
It's gone. Yeah,
gone. And they don't even say, by the way, we'll move the stuff that you've bought into the virtual emulators that we now own and we purposely sell with our consoles. Oh no, can't do that. But it's either a repurchase or it's gone forever. And I really hated their comment on, this is your last chance to download everything from the e-store before it's switched off. Yeah, great. What happens when that breaks? What happens when the inevitable happens when my 3DS dies?
Well, this was the problem with the 3DS originally. If your 3DS broke, you lose
Lost
everything
everything.
because you couldn't back anything up. And that was the same with when the Switch originally came out. There was no cloud saves either. So if you corrupted anything on the console's memory, you
Say
couldn't
goodbye.
move it to an SD card. You couldn't do anything. It was gone. If you sended your console in to get repaired, it's going to get wiped, and you couldn't re-download your games.
No.
There was no
no.
connection between your account, particularly on the 3DS, between your account on your console and when you brought it in the store. You just brought it in the store and they gave you a digital copy. That was never recorded. There was no link between you and that. So yeah, your 3DS would go off, get repaired, get wiped, come back. Anything you brought on the store's gone.
Yep, 100%.
And that's it. Gone. And everyone was like, this is fucking lunacy. But this is why Nintendo get hit the hardest by the pirates.
100%. And you know what? I back the pirates. I refuse to back Nintendo. As I say, I was a big Nintendo fan. I'm really couldn't give two shits about them now. I was upset when Sega went under. I was upset when they said the Dreamcast's our last console. I generally do not give a stuff if Nintendo say the Switch 2's the last game console we're making, we're done.
Yeah.
They can shove it up their arse for all I care.
They can just bring out their few games every now and again on the other consoles, can't they?
We can just bring out the same game we brought out for the past 10 years, every other year running, at another £60 each.
Yeah.
And people will buy it.
The problem is, I really love the Zelda games. That's the thing. So I'm going to be gutted when a new Zelda comes out, and if it's fucking brilliant, I'm going to be like, well, I'll never get to play that.
No, I'm going to say pirate it and emulate it.
Yeah. Well, I'm currently, I forgot to say it in my bit, I am playing a new modded version of Twilight Princess. So it's the GameCube version. So you have to have your own disc ripped version of the GameCube version, which I didn't. I downloaded one. But I have the GameCube version upstairs, so fuck you, Nintendo. I own it anyway. And then, so as long as you've got your ISO file of it, you then download Dusk Twilight, which is for free, and it's basically just, widescreened, upscaled, remap the buttons to work with Xbox controllers, loads of other things to make it just quality of life, like when you have to wear the iron boots, which you have to wear a lot in that game. Makes your walking speed normal. When you have it as it originally is, you will boom, boom, really slow. Anyway, anyone that's played it on the Wii will know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so that's another game I'm kind of playing on the side. I'm going to put that. So it'll take me a few hours to complete it, probably 15 hours. I'll do it over a few weeks, but I've completed it before. But yeah, anyway, let's go on with the show.
Yeah, sounds good.
Accessing library computer data.
So, what did we watch?
Blade Runner 2049.
2049.
All 2 hours and 43 minutes.
2 hours and 43 minutes of it. That's right. It is. I've got a feeling you didn't enjoy it. It's. There's something about a certain kind of sci-fis I like, and I do like slow sci-fis. And this was a slow sci-fi.
Oh, dear Lord, was it slow? Now, okay, first of all, let's just, excluding not using just one word, just, did you like it or not like it?
Yes. Liked it.
Yeah. I liked it until the ending.
Okay.
And funny enough, me and Jem watched this. We watched it in 3 parts because kids ruin films for you nowadays. And we both hated the ending to this. Absolutely hated it. But
what part of the ending? Tell me about the part of the ending you didn't like.
We'll get there in a minute. We'll
get back in an hour.
Let's try and go through it in order. But I liked the film. It's just the ending I didn't like. And as much as you say, yes, it's a slow sci-fi film, again, we both agreed on this when we watched it, which was it didn't feel like we'd been watching it for 2 hours and 43 minutes. So as much as a slow burn,
it took you 72 hours.
as much of a slow burn as it was, let's say we watched an hour of it before we turned it off for the night.
Yeah.
It hadn't felt like it had been an hour. So that was props to it.
Yeah,
that,
you're engrossed in it.
That meant
you're
we
watching it.
yeah, we were concentrating, we were engrossed in it, we'd got lost in it. Liked it, have issues with it. That's the best way I can describe kind of what I feel about it, really.
So this is a sequel to Blade Runner.
Yes,
That's the
1982.
first thing to say. This is a sequel to Blade Runner. And it's set in the now, not very distant future. Not very distant. As we know, we've already gone past Demolition Man. And you don't see anybody getting frozen in essentially carbonite or whatever. But you are following a guy who is a Blade Runner. He also is a synthetic, which tells you pretty early on that that's what he is. People don't like him. Goes and does his job. He's very good at it.
Yes.
Stumbles upon a kind of conspiracy, which spirals and spirals and then kind of gets quite introspective about who he is. Is he actually a synthetic? Is he not? You know, they implant memories into synthetics to make them not go mad and things like that.
Yeah,
And then,
so
yeah,
a really important part to this film, if you want to enjoy it to the most it can be, you must watch Blade Runner.
Yeah.
As much as the film's been set up that you can watch it without watching Blade Runner, it is a fraction of the enjoyment you'll get from it. And you'll walk away very confused. You kind of...
particularly the second half of it, where as soon as Harrison Ford's anywhere near it, that would be very confusing if you hadn't watched Blade Runner, I think.
Oh, 100%.
Because they don't explain to you anything other than he's an ex-Blade Runner. That's it. That's about as much as it is. And the connection of him with, of Harrison Ford's character with the replicant he has the kid with, that's completely fucking lost on anybody who hasn't seen it. Blade Runner. So it's you definitely have to see it.
You definitely have, but if you give a very brief rundown, which is what I did, I asked ChatGPT. I said, "Give me a 2-minute rundown of the first film."
You've seen Blade Runner
to explain to Jem.
Oh, Jem hasn't seen.
Jem's never seen Blade Runner.
It'd be funny if the next film to watch is Blade Runner on the older thingy, wouldn't it?
Well, we've already done it, haven't we? I thought we'd done Blade Runner.
Oh, maybe we have
that's
done
why
it.
I
Maybe
think I
that we
watched
chose
it.
it. Maybe we chose it. Yeah.
I think that's why I watched
One
it
of the
because I
first ones
think we
did must have
discussed
been Blade
it.
Runner. You must have done it first, yeah.
But yeah, the explanation at the beginning of the film is just about enough to get you through it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But I do feel that, Jem's enjoyment may have been improved if she'd got a better idea from seeing the first part.
But do you think she'd even like the first one, though?
Again, it's a very odd film. It's a very weird way. It's filmed in a weird way. The story is pretty good. Weirdly, the first had probably more action to it.
Well, the first one's got that classic kind of lots of long, slow shots and world building. There's a lot of that going on.
It's exposition.
Yeah, lots of stuff like that happening in that. So you've got to be in the mood and up for it.
Yeah,
and be willing to have that.
But that goes the same for this.
Yeah, you're not watching Pitch Black, Riddick.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I interrupted you there. So, you're right. So he stumbles across the. You know what? Actually, there's not really much else to say, is there? That's what
I mean, and just spirals from that point, and he starts just following the memory that he has, and gets the memory explained to him. And the person who explains to him is the person that creates the memories that they put in synthetics. And she says to him, "This wasn't a memory I made. This is a real memory."
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he starts thinking, "Oh, am I actually a human? And I'm not a synthetic, because the memory I have is a human memory."
Yes.
Because she can't tell him whether it's been implanted in him. All she can tell him is that it's a real memory.
Yes.
Well, she doesn't say to him whether it's been implanted. She could have, because of what comes in later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then eventually he ends up searching for Harrison Ford's character. And it turns out that the whole thing is they find out that a synthetic has had a baby,
mm-hmm.
which the guy called Tyrell who is played by the musician
Jared
Jared Leto, who I think does very well in this role, and I'm fucking getting bored of people hating on
I'm
Jared Leto.
very much bored of people slagging him off. Tron Ares, I've told you before, I think you should watch it on Disney Plus. Really enjoyable film. He got slated for that as well. People just enjoy slating him now. Okay, he's got an interesting acting style. Look at fucking Keanu Reeves. I'm Mr. Wooden.
Jared Leto, by the way, is Joker. I think he's a good Joker. It's but people wanted thingy Joker, because he's the first Joker since what's his name, who passed away,
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, so you're talking like you're going on from Heath Ledger, probably the best Joker ever, absolutely brilliant, to then have Jared Leto's, which is a very, very different Joker.
I was going to say this
very different.
That was the most difficult part, and I think it was unfair on him, and I think a lot of the hatred still stems from that. The Joker they gave him, he based on, again, he's somewhat based on some of the graphic novels version of the Joker.
And
you've got to remember, the Batman universe, just like Star Trek, has multiple strings coming out of it with all different types. And so many people are so used, and we've said this before, film studios need to stop rehashing the same old fucking story every time. And that's what Batman had done. Until the recent Robert Pattinson Batman, all we'd had is origin, and the Joker has always been somewhat similar. So then we got to Jared Leto's Joker, who's basically just this weird gangster-style Joker, and everyone hates it because it's not what they expected, because they've been drum-fed non-stop that it has to be some sort of comedic Joker.
Yeah. I'd say one thing that Jared Leto is in that I didn't like is the Morpheus or Morbius film.
Oh, that was terrible.
That wasn't a good film. And I don't think that's his fault. I think the film just isn't good.
No, the film's terrible.
So yeah, I've said this all the way through. I don't understand why people don't like this guy. You know, I think he's a very good singer. I think he's a good actor. I've enjoyed pretty much everything other than Morbius that I've seen him in, and every role he's played. And he is the Skull guy in He-Man film. Yeah. And I'm sure he's going to be great in that. And maybe people will forgive him because they probably won't know it's him because you can't see his fucking face because it's a skull. So maybe they'll actually finally fucking let him off. I really hope that film's great, and I really hope he does really well in it and people like his version of whatever that character's called.
I'm sorry, fun thing. Sheep Detectives, one of the main characters in that, is the same same actor that plays He-Man in the new He-Man film.
Oh, funny. How good. Yeah. Where were we? Anyway, yeah, so Synthetic's had a baby, and she's had a baby with Harrison Ford's character. Turns out there's actually twins, and Ryan Gosling's character thinks he's one of the twins. He gets himself locked in this kind of sense that he is one of them, which turns out he actually isn't. He is just a synthetic.
Well,
but the memory he's been implanted with is a memory of the daughter, the synthetic child. It's her memory that he's been implanted with, and that's why he's fucked up in his connection with the whole thing is.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, carry on. We'll talk about it in a moment.
Well, that's basically fucking it.
Yeah.
And then he takes Harrison Ford to see Harrison Ford.
He rescues Harrison Ford after getting him captured.
Yeah, and then dies.
And rather than killing him like he's been asked to by the
resistance.
The resistance, yeah, that's the word. He decides to save him and takes him to visit his daughter, who he's never seen before.
End.
And
he dies.
And it's all down to interpretation. Because the way I saw it is, and the way we heard it, it wasn't twins, it was a one baby.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason it says twins is because there was a boy and a girl with identical DNA, 100%. The girl died, the boy was sent off somewhere else. So it looks like the girl's record was actually fake to put people off and just say, oh no, the girl died. And hoping that's where it stops. And, there's no point carrying on looking because the girl's dead. When actually it was a boy and the boy was just let off back into like normal life.
Yeah, I kind of took it as if it was, at first it was twins and thinking, oh, he's the boy twin and the girl twin died. But I'm thinking that they swapped it and it's actually the boy twin that died, but they want people to be looking for a boy, and it's the girl that lived, which is the girl that lived. That's kind of how I ended up thinking about it.
Well, yeah,
but then I kind of forgot about that whole subplot anyway.
But
by the time
now
we got
you say
further
that,
into
that
it.
kind of makes sense. So did he die
Mm.
after he hid the horse? Because they never really classify that, kind of clarify
No,
that.
that's the girl.
They say
that's the girl because that's her memory.
But then why, when they show the memory later, is it still the boy in the thing memory, or is it just a boy?
No, it's a girl.
masculine
When the
girl?
first time you do it, you don't really see the child's face,
Right,
and
okay.
they look like a young boy. But when they do it again, you
It's
get
a
a
girl.
full facial shot. And
Fine,
when you're
so
looking
I'd
in the
missed that.
context of knowing that it's meant to be a girl, you look at the character slightly differently,
Yeah.
and you can see the feminine features of a young girl there.
Fine. So I
Yeah.
must have missed that bit then, because I thought it still looked fair masculine, but you're right. There is it is possible that it's just because the haircut, makeup, and whatever else. Fine.
That's certainly the way I took it, anyway.
But there's just so much to it that you could, again, and it's down to interpretation. And I'd love to know what the actual story is meant to be, because it's never, and this is one of my biggest problems with this film and Blade Runner. It leaves too much to interpretation. It's too much to let your own brain do the calculations, which sometimes works brilliantly, especially when films like the Cloverfield Paradox, as much of not a brilliant film, it's an okay film, but the way it concludes leaves you kind of thinking, oh, I wonder what does happen next, and what is this? What caused it? That's fine, because you get an idea, you know what happens in the other films, and maybe that is what caused it, maybe it isn't. Whereas this, for me, I needed the definitive answer was, well, actually, was he a twin? Was he the child? Was she actually the child? Did she die? Was she dead? Is Kay a replicant, or is he birthed of a replicant? We still don't fucking know if Decker's a replicant. Which is how the first film ends. The first film ends with you going, is he a replicant then? So you're assuming that he probably is, but is he? I don't know. And then the way this film ends also then starts scratching that little itch in the back of your brain going, okay, is Kay, aka Joe, aka whatever his serial number, is he a replicant based on Decker? Is he why he's so loved by everyone? Because he's basically been replicated from Decker.
Yeah. I still kind of felt like by the end that he was actually the son. Because there were moments where like Harrison Ford, like Decker, was like looking at him in a certain way of like when he saves Decker from that car crash part. Yeah. And he's like, I'll take you to see your daughter. And the kind of look that Decker gives him, like, I've found my son, and now I'm going to find my daughter. That was the thought. Maybe that was my own headcanon, but that was certainly how I felt, and that's how I want it to be. I want that to be the case, and the kind of bittersweet nature that he's finally taking his dad to see his daughter, and then he dies.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I wasn't crying, but I did feel the moment, but I wasn't like, oh, it's so sad.
Let's throw a little bit more of a headfuckery into it for a moment, because I'm sure this isn't the case at all. But as normal, when there's snow in a scene, it represents a new beginning, everything becoming clean again. I think that's what they say anyway. Load of bollocks.
Well, in this film particular, or films?
No, just in films, typically.
Oh, I just think he was in a snow place.
Typically, whenever snow comes, it tends to be kind of, especially in kind of films where there's a lot of blood, it covers the blood, and it's kind of a new sheet, a new start is kind of the idea.
Right.
But the fact is, it suddenly starts snowing where they are. He's laying out in the snow. Then he goes in, and there's his daughter, and she's playing in snow. Is there some sort of connection between the two? Is the first thing my brain went to. And then the horrible thought then came to, is any of this meant to have been real, or is this just all a memory that she's basically been writing, and actually all of this storyline up to that point is just a memory she's been crafting? Why has she been playing in the snow? Unless it's just because it's snowing outside.
That's an interesting thought.
It's probably just because it's snowing outside and she's not allowed outside, so she's playing in the snow the best way she can.
Yeah, is this a memory that's been implanted into Decker?
But is the snow that he's just left Kay in a memory she's just built. It's yeah.
I think it's actually she's just playing in the snow. I think
it is.
But that's an interesting, fun kind of take that it could have been.
But this is the problem with it, and this is the biggest problem. As much as I enjoyed the film, and I did enjoy the film, ladies and gents, I promise you, I'm not shitting all over it because I can. It's just because these are the bits I didn't like. It's too open-ended for me.
Yeah.
There is no definitive conclusion. We don't know if Kay was actually some member of this family. We don't know if Decker is a replicant or he's just an old human. We don't know if that is actually his daughter. We don't know if the memory that is in Kay's head was her memory that she implanted into him, or is it actually his memory? And the reason he's seeing her in the third person is because he's seeing it from his eyes because they were twins running together away from this group of people.
Yeah, this is a rabbit hole we could go.
Did she die because they beat her to death?
Yeah.
Which is why she died in that there was a boy and a girl, but the girl died. It says she died of a disease, and you'd probably write she died of a disease rather than saying, she was beaten to death by a group of other orphans. What's the government going to accept more?
Well, she does say that she has a compromised immune system. That's why she's in that box.
She's in there because of a disease and she can't go out. So basically, they've kept her under lock and key and hidden from the world.
She might have
and no one can do a DNA test. No one can get close to her because she's not allowed anyone in there.
Yeah, I think that part of it, they're lying. I don't think she has got some disease.
No, so that was as soon as she said, I can't come out of this bubble, I said, right, so that's the daughter. That's the child.
Yeah.
But then throughout the film, I kept changing my mind. Well, maybe he's the child then, because obviously they then said, well, the girl died, but the boy survived.
Yeah, I think that's on purpose. They want you to be flip flopping around because he is. He's very unsure about what he is, and I think that they've done that well to make you as the viewer feel the same way. I want to talk about Joe's relationship with his AI in his apartment.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, it's another bugbear for me. I loved it. I loved the reaction between.
I thought it was
him
very
and
realistic
Joy.
to now.
It was beautiful. It was so well done. Everything about it.
But you didn't like the sex scene, did you?
No, the sex scene was absolutely fine. Shit, kind of matching Mackenzie Davis, who we'd last seen in The Martian. Love that scene, and it just shows how emotional he is and the draw and the power and the love that he has for her.
That feels human though. Well,
then she gets smashed later on in the film,
which he warns her about,
and there is zero anger. And you cannot tell me if someone is so passionate about the love they have for something that they're moved and everything like that, that they're not going to be angry when that person that they love gets killed.
Well, this is the thing. So it's another bit where you are just thinking that he's human, and then something happens where he doesn't resolve the situation as a human would. Yeah, we'd be shouting and screaming. He doesn't. He just accepts his fate. Of I've been beaten. You just he's obviously doesn't want it to happen, and he screams for her to not get destroyed. But when it happens, he is very unemotionally quiet about it, and he's like that all the way through. But I think that's because he's been made to be that way, whether programming or the way he's treated in that police force. They're not, they're really quite fucking cruel to him and making him do those tests every time he comes back and stuff. So you could think that,
but those are straight out of the first film.
Yeah, he's been beaten into being an emotionally dead person because he has to be for the job he's doing. He's essentially killing people. They're not people, but they are extremely close representations of what people are.
Yeah, and I think
he has to sleep at night.
And this is kind of where maybe I think the biggest problem with the film comes, and this is a problem that dates back to 1982 with the original Blade Runner. Replicants being created and them being fully just biological. They are basically human. They are just humans with genetic creation to either give them strength for the job they're doing, speed, agility, whatever. And then they're brain is being programmed in whatever manner it's being done, whether they're just being shown slides and whatever until they memorize or whatever. I don't know. It makes it feel less believable now. Now, having watched the original Blade Runner, you accept it a little bit more and you go, no, I can accept that. That's fine. As soon as you come to Blade Runner 2049 and you're now seeing that replicants are they're still not allowed, but they're now still being made and whatever else, and that they're forming this uprising, whatever. There is zero difference now between them and humans. So you lose that kind of empathy that you'd first got through the first film, or even the worries. It's just like, no, these are just more humans now. And it would have been different if there'd been some sort of cybernetics involved, in my mind. If you'd said, yes, okay, they are 90% human, but the brain is still a computer with an AI in it. For me, that would have been much more then believable and acceptable. Whereas now we're just being told, yeah, these replicants exist, and there is absolutely zero reason why they couldn't just be accepted into humanity as a human, except for the fact they've been labelled a replicant.
Yeah.
And I know the idea is it's meant to show the bigotry of human beings and the fact that we've created these things that are slaves, and it's a whole look at slave labour and how we've basically failed, and we've done exactly what we did in the early years of slavery. We've just done it again and just assume it's okay because we've genetically created these. I know that's the moral of the story. It just, because they've been given so much in this film to be alive and they're just getting on, especially Kay being a replicant and living his own life, having his own apartment, none of that really makes sense to me. Now, in the original film, you really felt like the replicants were separate and they were a real distinct kind of race because they were limited to what they did. They kind of did what they only knew to do, and that was it. And then you had the handful that were going wrong, which were being hunted by the Blade Runners. That made so much sense. Whereas this film, okay, we've got a replicant, but he has his own apartment. He's in love with his, okay, albeit AI holographic girlfriend, but I bet you there were humans out there who would purchase joy as well, because that's just how life would have been. It removed that wonder, that why. For me, he's a replicant and is still under this kind of slave side of things, then I would expect them to basically to be in like giant kind of blocks of flats where it's a bed in a room, a sink, food, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just something didn't quite gel with the expansion that they've done with it. Now, obviously, making Rachel special from the first film, and that means that she can have a child, that is fine. I can I can accept, because you're basically saying, well, we've created this race of people and we removed the ability for them to replicate, but we've actually managed to create one that potentially could. That's acceptable. I can kind of accept that, because that gives you that story moving forward of, well, this miracle birth, and we now have this new race, which basically are just genetically human, remember, but now they're creating their own things.
Yeah.
That's acceptable. It's just, it's really hard to put together. I'm kind of all over the place with it, but not that I didn't enjoy it. I just felt this film really just feels like it's just two human factions against each other.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know really. Aside from the story stuff, visually, I think the film is brilliant.
Oh, fuck me. So the fact that they did it bigatures or whatever they called it. So the cityscapes, just like the original, all done with these massive, massive models. A lot of the filming, a lot of those cars and things like that were done on animated into or filmed inside these miniatures. Phenomenal. Oh, it made you feel like you were there.
Best, I think, visually stunning films we've done on this show so far.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I think it was really nice to watch.
It's kind of the first film since Close Encounters of the Third Kind, when you had that brilliant cabin scene at the train line.
Yeah.
That this is the first film since then that has made me go, "Oh, this looks good. That's so clever. Is this CGI or is this is real? Wow."
What did Jem think?
Pretty much the same as me. She felt that it didn't feel like we'd been sat there watching a 2 3/4 hour film. It felt like something much shorter.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was the ending. It's like the ending. The ending felt so unsatisfactory that Kay basically doesn't. I wanted Kay to get something out of it. Jem wanted Kay to get something out of Joe, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
Instead, we are pretty certain he's just died on the steps.
And he is dead.
And the idea, I know the whole point of the film and the whole idea of the film is that Kay starts as nothing, thinks he's something,
and ends up
as nothing, but chooses still to be the hero and in effect follow what is, I guess you would call destiny, even though it should technically go against his programming as a replicant.
It almost implied that memory was implanted in him for this event to happen.
Yeah, and you could say, so was it intentional? Was it accidental? Was Miss Little Programmer, did she intend to put her memory in him? Or did she put that memory in them by mistake?
I think she's done it on purpose. I think it's her doing, because, she's the one who's, according to that leader of the resistance, she's the one who's going to one day come out and show the world and bring, peace to the synthetics. I think she's making it run its course. She's put a memory into this.
But how many other synthetics have that memory inserted? Because you couldn't just wing it and go, I'm going to put it in this one.
I think the implication is that it's this one.
No, the implication is just this one, but how do you know? Because the point is, Kay must have had something, or Joe must have had something special about him. Because otherwise, if he was like any other replicant, going by Blade Runner rules from the first film, if he was like any other replicant, he should have just done task A, task B, task C, task Z, Z even, and then back to the beginning and rotate and do that ad nauseum. And of course, the ones that were special, the ones that were forming their own mind, choosing to kind of avoid that, were the ones that were like, I could just do A, then Z, and say it's done.
They're different models with different, because that's what this memory thing is about. That she says how the best memories are the real memories. And I think that's the point, that these ones are all different, because Tyrell is the one who discovered how to make the replicants not do that. And it was his discovery of the memory thing and whatever else. And she knows that the best memories, she says it, I'm pretty sure, are the ones that are real. And that's why she puts that one. Probably she could have put it in any replicant or synthetic, whatever they call themselves. And whichever one had that memory is the one that would have gone.
So what you're saying is that one memory that she implanted
is on purpose.
Whichever replicant it would have gone in would have caused that replicant to question everything.
Yeah,
because of how real it felt.
I think that's the point of it. It's almost like a virus.
Yeah, okay. I can see where you're going with that, and yeah, I can accept that. It's just I felt, ultimately just let down that Joe's story basically ends with nothing for him. Everything is taken away from him by the end of it, and there's no positive for him. And I don't like that when the entire film is about that character. Now, we've not talked about this, but me and Jem got to the end of, oh God, what was it called? No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, she's told me her thoughts on it. Yeah.
And oh my God, how angry were we that we got invested behind one character, and then with 10 or 15 minutes left of the film, they just kill the main character.
Off screen,
and there's absolutely zero reference to him afterwards.
Yep, killed off screen. And then it ends with Tommy Lee Jones having a conversation with his next door neighbour or someone.
With his wife. And it's just like...
Oh, his wife, yeah, that was it. He's
and it's like,
his partner. Yeah, he's talking to his wife.
Tommy Lee Jones didn't even need to be in this fucking film.
He didn't do anything.
He just mumbling and grumbling along. And that's what pissed us off about the ending for that, because it felt like, we've been so invested in this character, we need something. And no, instead he was just killed off scene. And in this, okay, he basically dies on screen. I know that. But we've watched him go from having everything to questioning to then having nothing and getting no positive outcome for him, except for him living the course of his life as per destiny.
It's a bittersweet ending because it's actually Blade Runner 1 and 2 are Decker's story. And he's a side character in Decker's story.
Yes.
And that's what this film is. It's following it's following the sidekick.
Yeah, but guess what? That means it didn't need to be 2 hours 43 minutes. It could have been a lot fucking shorter.
Anyway, we liked it, didn't we?
Yeah, well, no, hang on, we're not.
Yeah, we've spoken. The episode's long.
Yeah, I know the episode's long, but I'm just going to say that there's a few other bits to it. The Jared Leto character, a couple of weird bits, the little floaty things. I'm guessing that's how he sees. Yeah. So he clips something to the back of his ear,
I think so.
and then they're
I think
floating
that's
around.
the way it implies.
Why at one point is one of them jumping around in the water, and he's like, "Oh, that one over there."
No, that's a fish.
No, it wasn't. It was one of the floaty things.
No, I think it was a fish.
Oh, is
saying
it?
That one
so
likes
that's
to
his
jump as a
floaty
koi
thing.
carp.
Watching the fish, then.
Yeah.
Okay, because it looked like just because of how it's been filmed and the fucking lighting in that scene drove us both batty with it going from yellow to dark to yellow. It looked like two of the floaty things, and one of them just jumping around in the water.
I wondered if they had real koi carps in there and one jumped, and Jared Leto just made that line up because it's just weird. Because it is just out of left field for the scene. Yeah. Straight in the middle of the shot, a fish jumps out of the water.
Right.
And then he makes a kind of out of character almost kind of
whip. Jared, you're meant to be blind.
Yeah,
mate.
that one just
So
likes
we're going
to
to have
jump.
to try and work this one out.
Yeah,
now.
that one likes to jump, or that one likes to get on land, doesn't know it's a fish. He
Yeah.
says something like that. Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really liked his character.
I absolutely.
It's adequately
I
messed
liked
up.
the bad guy character that they created, his angel.
Oh, I want to make a comment about her,
which we
actually.
didn't really discuss. She was absolutely brilliant throughout. She was a really good baddie.
There's a really good bit that I noticed when you see him build that character and then kisses them and kills them. She does it too. And it's like she's learnt how to kill based on him.
Yeah.
And what he does is he kisses the replicants, breaks their neck, or whatever as he does. And you see him do it. And then you see her do it to somebody as well. And I thought, that's a nice touch. She's
learned from the
fucked
parent.
up. She has learned that behavior from him.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, 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 very quickly. I love Dave Bautista. I think he's great in the stuff I've seen him in.
Brilliant. He's a very good dramatic actor.
So many people. Oh, he's a wrestler.
He's more than just comedy action. He's got a lot
Drax
going.
is one of my favourite characters he's done because he plays it so well. But when you see him in things like this, wow! I know it's only such a little role in comparison to the rest of the film, where he's playing Sapper, this replicant that K. Joe, whatever you want to call him, is first sent to kill. But God, he brings the role across brilliantly.
Yeah,
really, really like that. There was one more thing I was going to very, very quickly say. Genuinely can't think of it, so yeah, that'll do, I guess. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I just like films to have a better conclusion that makes me happy, I guess. I'm not a fan of films that end on a negative note for the main character.
Yeah. But he wasn't the main character, he's the side hustle.
Transfer complete.
Sci-fi roulette. Here we go.
Spin that wheel.
What's it going to be?
Oh, fuck off. We've already had Bride of Frankenstein, or I've removed. It's not actually been saving the things that I remove.
Okay.
So we're going to have to spin it again.
What are the chances of that? How many films are on there?
101 films. I have never heard of this one. Paprika, 2006.
Paprika, that's a spice.
It is a spice. I use it in cooking chicken.
Yeah, so do I. Paprika.
Paprika, 2006. Oh, Oh, it's an animated.
Okay.
When a machine that allows therapists to enter their patients' dreams is stolen, all hell breaks loose. Only a young female therapist, Paprika, can stop it.
Interesting.
Oh.
I hate it when you go on IMDb and look at the photos and it's just the box art like 20 times.
Yeah. So some Jay Haley at Hotmail has written it as this: 3 scientists at the Foundation for Psychiatric Research failed to secure a device they've invented, the DC Mini, which allows people... DC Mini, that's the name of my dash cam, which allows people to record and watch their dreams. Very much Strange Times, or what was the name of that? A thief used the device to enter people's minds when awake and distract them with their own dreams and those of others. Chaos ensues. The trio Chiba, Tokita, and Shima, assisted by a police inspector and by a sprite named Paprika, a sprite, okay, must try to identify the thief as they ward off the thieves' attacks of their own psyches. Dreams, reality, and the movies merge, while characters question the limits of science and the wisdom of Big Brother. Actually sounds really good.
Well, it is not on anything.
Of course it's not.
Apple TV.
Oh, it's on Apple TV. Is that that's good?
It implies here, because it asks you to stream for free if you pay $9.99 a month. You'll have to. I can't go on Apple TV on here, so
that actually looks really funky.
Yeah.
I like the idea of that. This is almost, what's the film where they go into people's dreams? Leonardo DiCaprio. Inception. It's almost like, is this a animated?
Oh, let me mute your phone.
Inception. Oh yeah, probably a good idea.
Oh no, it's not on. It's not on here. Just did a search on Apple TV. Paprika's not on here.
Yes, it is. Oh yeah, it's not free. Well, I've just bought it $7.99. It will be on the family sharing because me and Rob are family.
Wonderful. Wicked. Paprika. Look forward to it.
Yeah, it's 15.
Ooh.
Command functions are offline.
That's it. That's another episode. Thank you all very, very, very much for listening and sticking with us for about 2 years. We've been doing this now. This one. So this is our side hustle. This is the Ryan Gosling of Studio Channel 84, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not a bad place to be. Yeah, because I've done 2 Christmases. So
yeah, we're coming kind of midway through the second year, heading into the third year, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's been lovely. Just the show has changed slightly. We're not just Star Trek anymore. Changed.
Were we ever? Were we ever?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, thank you, everyone. We are Tom and Rob. We started this ridiculous indie podcast network called Studio Channel 84. And inside Studio Channel 84, we have lots of little podcasts, don't we? We do. Have 2 of our own. You've just listened to one of them, Untitled Sci-Fi. Oh my gosh, you didn't mention that. It's a bit later. This one, the Untitled Sci-Fi Show. And we have, as I like to call it, the main one, the variety show. And we've also got Lightly Used with Karen and Adam, and Who Takes Socks Off with Simon and Ross. I did not fuck it up.
No, you didn't. Well done, you.
I'd like to thank all of our wonderful Ko-Fi sponsors, which is Karen, OddTrots, and James. I don't check it, so I don't know if anyone else is there.
No, it's just those 3.
I just rely on you to tell me.
Those 3 are phenomenal, and we love them even more for it.
Thank you very, very much. I missed out on thanking you all last time, so thank you again. Thank you. Doubled thank you'd. You can find all of our social medias, email links, everything is all on channel84.co.uk. That's for all of the shows.
Yep, head to the Contact Us section and you'll find all our social medias and our emails there.
Hopefully we'll have some updates for other stuff happening, but we've also got streaming, we've got the Twitch channel and the YouTube channel. You mainly do Twitch, I mainly do YouTube. We're trying to do some kind of joint streaming stuff. It's all still a bit sporadic. We fit it in when we can.
We're learning the ropes, but when you're editing a podcast, recording a podcast, have children, have a main job, this is not our livelihood. No. Streaming is never going to be our livelihood. No. Podcasting is never going to be. We both have full-time jobs. We've got young families. We choose to do things with them over this. Now, don't get us wrong. We love you all very much, and we love doing this. I love seeing Rob weekly. We really enjoy the time we do together and going out. But you know what? We actually do this over going out with each other. Mortal Kombat 2 is a prime example. Mm-hmm. We could have chosen to see that really this week rather than record, but we actually enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
But the streaming stuff is always going to be sporadic.
Yeah, you'll never have a timetable for that.
No.
You'll never. It's just not going to
We'll
happen.
try and we will between us try and at least do one stream a week.
Yeah,
and I think that's a
kind of how
fair
it's
thing to kind of
working out.
offer.
Yeah, that's how it's working out, and I do hope everyone likes it when we do it. You know, as always, email us, comment, whatever. I said, hopefully, you know, you'll see some more things coming from us and the studio in particular. There's lots of blogs been going up recently. Simon's doing a great job of putting stuff on there.
Oh, you know what? If you need to, or anyone you know is going through the world of things like dementia, absolutely head over to channel84.co.uk and look specifically at Simon Who Takes the Socks Off posts, because they're following his journey into dementia with his mother and the stories that he's sharing. They're not just funny, they're incredibly moving. And it gives you a real insight with how you have to deal with these things. And as scary as it can be, Simon's doing it in such a way that he's being very open and accepting that sometimes you just need to laugh.
Yeah.
And they're phenomenally written. Absolutely go and read those.
That's it. See you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Untitled Sci-Fi Show. This station is now shutting down and will be back in 2 weeks. May the Force live long and prosper inside of you. This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.
Three, 2, 1.
I'm sorry, I'm just a voice assistant. I cannot... Cat! I'm just a cat! It's walked straight in front of the iPad.
Pretty unemotionally, you're asking me to say unemotional things. This is not a good idea.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Shit.
Boys, come now. Fuck off. You don't fucking soundproof all this.
Don't you want to take me to dinner for first? Oh, for there? Good game, good game.
Now then, play nicely, boys. I've got fucking cars going past all the time.
No swearing. See, I can't do it. I can't do boring. Fucking bollocks. Right, okay.
Cock.
Bye.